Wish I had the sound effect. It came. It finally came. We ran out a week after Easter, and I had to go on Amazon and order sweet tarts, chicks, ducks, and bunnies. If you see this in the wild, let us know. Grab a bag and send it to us. We'd be ever grateful. This is our guilty pleasure, probably the worst possible thing we could have on the bedside table at night. Is a bag of those in the Tupperware container, and just sit there and munch on them while we're sitting there scrolling on TikTok all night.
I know. It's bad. It's bad.
Very, very bad. Very, very bad. But we're ever grateful for the. Hopefully I won't get to a point where I'm throwing stuff now, where I'm paying $13. Well, I think I paid last summer. Was it like $12 a bag at one point? It was ridiculous. So,
we're going to have the diabetes.
We're going to have the diabetes. The beatus. All right. This place is a mess.
It is.
You got a whole house full of people coming, a whole house full of ladies coming in 72 hours or no.
No, they're not. It's really not until Sunday.
72 hours.
So Caroline and James and Megan for Christmas gave me her friend Kristen is a cleaner.
Yeah.
And so is Caroline, but Caroline tends to do like her business is Airbnbs, right. And Kristen does residential. So James and Megan for Christmas gave me a gift certificate to Kristen. So Kristen is coming. But Caroline has been helping out Kristen. So Caroline and Kaylee and Kristen are coming Friday to get the house clean.
Nice.
And then I will be, I've spent yesterday and you've spent today knocking stuff off my list. List of what we needed to purchase. And then the game plan is I will be cooking everything. I mean, we're doing a tea party, right. So it's finger sandwiches and stuff, but still there's prep. I'm making scones.
We're talking about Caroline's wedding shower, by the way. I don't think we
we didn't say that.
We just
Caroline's
said 72.
Wedding shower. Yeah.
No, it's not a typical dinner party that we're going to start having those again soon. Maybe if we're ever home.
I hope so. We're never home.
We're never home. So yeah.
But so I'm getting ready for this shower. The girls that are her bridesmaids they're fun. They're helping. They're all coming with different things. Caroline said today she was at the beach with Brooke, and she said, I tried to get Brooke to tell me. She won't tell me anything. And I was like, that's good. That's good. Anyway, I think it'll be very nice. It'll be very nice.
Yeah, it should be. All right. Well, I'll be missing all the fun.
Yeah.
What time is it?
It is at 1:00 on Sunday.
Okay, y'all be done by the time I get home. Because I got.
Don't worry, I'll save stuff for you to clean up.
Gymnastics meet this weekend in Virginia Beach, so I'll be doing that Friday evening through Sunday afternoon. I looked at the session schedule. I'm pretty sure probably till Sunday night.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I won't be here.
Aww.
But I'll get all the stuff done that I need to get done. I know I missed. I'll get all the stuff I have to do. The cutting of dowels and screwing in of things into the walls. We've got the flowers done, the landscaping done.
Yes.
And of course, it's going to storm on Thursday. Shooting this, we're recording Wednesday, and it's going to storm Thursday, which always means something with the wind out here. Who knows what will happen with everything we planted. I will say, the plants that you had by the mailbox. I got home from going down to the beach. I was at our brand new sponsor in Caribbean Pools and Spas. Got home, working on the commercial we're going to play on the show tonight. And I looked out, I was like, you know what? The goat gang has been loose. And I went out there, and sure enough, they were out by the end of the driveway. And the big one was headed right for the mailbox plants. So I made my way out there and shoot them away. I did get one flower off one of them, the one that was this side. So we do have that to contend with, is the goat gang that's roaming now.
It's
South
4
Water
goats.
Really.
It's 4 goats, but they are cute. They'll pop up right up onto our front porch and look in the window of the door and be like, "Can you come out and play?"
Yeah.
Mom goes out there and talks to them sometimes. The little black one is so freaking cute, though.
That is true. And you hear them. with them and the peacocks. Dennis's peacocks too. So
I mean, but the peacocks sound like children are being like, I don't even know, like Harper and Waylon sounded when they had to get their fingernails like
clipped.
Clipped. I mean, cut or whatever. I mean, I didn't know that was peacocks, and I was like,
Yeah,
what the hell is going on over there?
That's what he's got over there is the peacocks. Yeah. I know.
Yeah. So anyway, it should be fun. I'm looking forward to the wedding shower. I think there's lots of people coming, and I'm a little worried about chairs. If anyone has folding chairs, let me know.
Let us know. Bring them by. Drop them by. Holler at Emily. She'll come get them. Like I said, I'm out of pocket Friday afternoon.
I know.
I'm worthless after Friday. So all right, let's get the show started.
All right.
Welcome to another edition of the Sam
and M
podcast. It is episode 15. We have made it this far. Maybe we aren't going to drive it into the ground. It's at samwalkerobxnews.com. Thanks for joining us here on your favorite podcast app, on YouTube and Facebook for the video presentation. Like, follow, subscribe, hit the bell, and share. Do all those great things. 5-star reviews are greatly appreciated. And your comments, too. Get you a shout-out. Want to know what you want us to talk about on future editions of the program. And it's brought to you by StatelinePowerWash.com. Parker and Smith Hammer, serving the Outer Banks in northeastern North Carolina with over 150 5-star reviews on Google. StatelinePowerWash.com for a free estimate. Miles Carpet Cleaning, family owned and operated, offering top-of-the-line carpet and upholstery cleaning services in Currituck and on the Outer Banks with their $99 special. Forget the rest. Call the best right now. And like them on Facebook. That's Miles Carpet Cleaning. Harlow Photography, your local natural light expert, capturing the beauty of the Outer Banks. Online at sharlowphotography.com and on Facebook. Search Stephanie Harlow Photos. And our brand new sponsor, Caribbean Pools and Spas. Caribbean is now hiring service professionals for the 2024 season and beyond. Outstanding pay, instant incentives, flexible weekly schedules, hands-on training, and full support from a management team that'll back you up. Caribbean Pools and Spas, the official pool and spa company of the Sam and M podcast. Also, thanks to CMIT Solutions of the Outer Banks and CoinJock Catering Company. Man, the list is getting long.
It is. That's a good feeling. It's a good feeling.
It is a very good feeling, folks.
Just want to say thank you to everybody having faith in us and coming to us, and really.
Indeed. Not. I mean,
I'd like to say two things. One, Stephanie Harlow did posted some pictures.
Yep.
That she did, or maybe Stephanie didn't do it. Maybe the girl. It's a girl who James grew up with in school, and she's getting ready to have her first baby. It was her and her husband, and Stephanie had done the pictures, and they're just wonderful. You know, at that point in time in your pregnancy, you do not feel cute. You're miserable. I mean, I didn't ever. I had 3, but she those pictures, they were just precious. And then I was like, oh my gosh, this is James. You know, I remember this little girl in kindergarten all the way up. So Stephanie had some really good, I love looking at her pictures. And then the other thing is Caroline and Ian had Miles come and clean, carpet cleaning and couch cleaning. She's like, Mom, my couch looks brand new. She sent me a picture and the carpet looks great. She's like, they did so good. And she's like, they were fast. She's like, Caroline left and then she got a call or a text saying, hey, we're done. You can go back. And she's like, are you sure you did it? 'Cause it didn't take very long.
Yeah, Robert works fast.
Yeah, they did a great job. And her couch, we're talking 2 dogs, a lab and a basset. I never said it right. Basset hound.
Yes.
And then a feral 2-year-old. So, and Ian and Caroline. So, the couch, she said it looks brand new. She actually sold it, had already sold it on Marketplace, but wanted to clean it for the people before they got it. Yeah. So, anyway, and then, you know, everybody else is wonderful too, but those 2 I had experiences with just in the last couple of days.
Yes. So. Awesome. Thank y'all for being a part of everything here at SamWalkerOBXnews.com. And we do need to do some other shout outs. I didn't put together a music bed for it. I wish I had now. I'll use this one. It is Masters Week, by the way. We're going to talk about that.
Yay.
This is the Thrill of Victory by E.S. Posthumous. I'll probably get in trouble for playing it, so I can only play a little bit of it. But we do have more shout-outs to our founders at SamWalkerOBXnews.com. Thanks to John Snowden, to Julie W., your sister, Sarah,
Yay.
signed up. Sarah Alford. Sherry Rollison. Aunt Ginger. We talk about Aunt Ginger all the time, and shout out to Aunt Ginger because she loves the fact we have the captions so she can watch and listen at the same time. She signed up, Ginger Robinson.
She's also a huge basketball fan.
Oh, yeah, Wake Forest fan. So, yeah, so it's great. Yeah, she loves basketball. I mean, it's fun.
She played.
She did.
Right?
Played at Knapp.
Yep.
At Knapp High School.
Yes.
It was Knapp High School. In fact, the first team that played at Knapp High School, her name is on the plaque when you come into the gymnasium. Yes.
Cool.
Macy Chavez.
Yep.
All right, we were talking about Megan and James. Megan and James both signed up.
Love you guys.
Yeah, I know. Yes, love you. Stephen Nichols, Kathy Blades, Jem Meyer, who you hear on Mixed. I almost said it. The name it was when I was there at 96.7 The Coast. Does the mornings there. Teresa, our buddy Glenn Yarborough, and also Phyllis Cole. And I'm going to give them a special shout out right now, too, because the shirt I'm wearing is courtesy of them. Now, 2 weeks ago when I was on the Weather Channel, I did I want somebody to give me a suggestion of what to wear for the Weather Channel hits. Now, this was the afternoon hit. And someone posted this T-shirt, which is, "This is why we can't have nice things," with the hurricane symbol on it. For those of you just listening, those of you watching, you just saw me stand up. And so thanks to Phyllis and Glenn for that. They gave me that the other day. Now, T-shirts. I've got ideas. We've already got the slogan. I got to figure out the image to use. Similar to this. It needs to be something a little different, though, but it's going to be, we just call this Tuesday on the Outer Banks. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking the hurricane flags, because I have those out there. My one...
Do you need to turn the music off?
Oh, yeah, thank you. I think hopefully I've talked over it enough we won't get flagged for it. If we do, oh well. It's not like we're monetizing on YouTube yet anyway. Y'all subscribe, hit the bell. We say subscribe, yeah. The hurricane flags, I have my one avatar that's the storm with Les Nessman from the turkey drop episode on the microphone with hurricane flags behind him. And I call that storm mode Les. Whenever we have threatening a hurricane threat here, all my avatars go to that. So I think that might be. I can't use that picture. I guess I could get away with it. Maybe I can recreate it. That's what I'll do. So I'll recreate the Les shot, put it, and have in front of my hurricane flags out here in the yard, because I've got my weather pole. I need to go out there and put the gale warning up tonight. And then that will be the front of the shirt.
We'll work on it.
We'll work on it. We are workshopping this for the T-shirt. I think that's going to be our founder gift, our first founder gift. That's what I'm thinking about. Okay. And sell them too, of course. But a couple more founders we want to thank. Well, we talked about the family. Everybody in the family now is founders. Caroline's founder. Your mom's a founder. You're a founder. Only so you can read it on your phone. Last ones I want to get in here: Lee Fallon and Angel Perry. Thanks to them. So each week we are thanking all the different folks who have signed up to be founders at samwalkerovxnews.com.
And we had how many join? 4 or 5 since
last week? 4 or 5 since last episode. Let me look here because I have the dates they signed up, which is really nice. So last episode, we have had this week, this month alone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've had 7 come on board this month alone.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you very much. And at least 4. Our goal is to get to 100
by the end of April.
By the end of April. And if we get to 100 by the end of April, I'll do something stupid. But we're taking your suggestions. I think I saw one suggestion. I can't remember what it was now. I got to go back and look. But, yeah. We are taking your suggestions. Once we hit the 100 founder mark here in April, we want to hit it by the end of the month. We will do something silly, something fun, something funny. We'll shoot video of it and post it on all the socials and here on the website.
So what are we at right now?
So we are at, I have to be careful because there are a few that, it's kind of weird how this works. It shows me, okay, yeah, I know. I've got to sort, I have to sort it by
You should be over 90 at this point anyway, though.
Yeah, I'm over 90. active and paid. Apply filters. And that total right now is it's 88.
It was 88 last week.
It was 88 last week. We've had a couple of come and goes.
Oh,
We had
okay.
a couple of come and goes.
Okay.
So,
All right. So
yeah.
12. We still need 12 people. Come on, people.
12 people.
Come on,
Let's
people.
go.
We can do it.
12 people in 2 weeks. Let's go. All right.
So I did want to say thank you. I got a lot of advice for dress-looking places to look for dresses. So I am on the hunt. So thank you. We will keep you abreast of this dress saga.
Oh, yes. Yeah, the dress.
And so I appreciate everyone giving me some advice.
The quest for the dress.
I was even at work the other day, and one of the pharmacists I work with, Nettie, I get 3 pictures. She's like, I think these would look great on you. I get people tagging me now. So thank you.
there you
I
go.
am taking everything
Nice.
in, and I appreciate it. Maybe when we're in Orlando, we'll do some dress shopping.
Yeah, we didn't talk a lot about that last week. We'll talk about next week's show. We'll do the
maybe
full,
we'll do that.
because we do need to find thrift stores.
Yeah.
We
Well,
did-
I don't think I'm going to get the wedding dress at a thrift store.
you don't think you get the mother or the bride dress at
No.
the thrift store?
It's not my
I'm
plan.
telling you, we get over there by Windermere, where Tiger Woods and all that
Who
crowd, all
knows?
those guys
Who
on the PGA and the Live Tour live. Yeah, we get in the high end, the high rent district around the Orlando metropolitan area.
And lastly,
Maybe somebody left something in the house in Golden Oak.
lastly, you can tell the story because I really do not remember.
You don't
it,
remember
but
this
the
story.
Aunt Debbie did give the story back, but you vividly remember it, and I just have blocked it.
All right, so Emily's Aunt Debbie made mention of the lacrosse story. Of course, she spelled it like the Buick vehicle, and the town in Wisconsin, not like the sport. So she said, tell the lacrosse story, and she vaguely remembered instead of the cross. So we had my dad make a cross. It was going to be a flower cross. This was to go to church on Easter. So and a lot of Episcopal church, a lot of churches do.
A lot of churches have it
A lot
now,
of churches
yeah.
do it now. But we first saw it at St. Paul's, or did we see it in Edenton, or
Bruton Parish.
at Bruton Parish in Colonial Williamsburg,
Mhm.
where they had everyone that came to church brought live flowers from their garden. Of course, when you do it in March, it's a little more difficult to do that. But so anyway, take flowers and fill in, and it's a cross with chicken wire on around it.
Mhm.
So that's what we wanted. And so I asked Dad, and this is when they had the peck basket, and he was doing all the wood cutouts and all that stuff. And Dad is so carpentry inclined, skilled carpenter, was a very skilled carpenter. Something over there on that side which we can't show on the show. But anyway, so he thought what we wanted was, I wanted a thing. It was take 1x1s and make it so that, and then put chicken wire across the face. So then you put the flowers in, and then they just kind of sit there, almost like a box. Almost like, think of it as a cross that's like a box,
Right.
with chicken wire on the front. Well, he comes up with, and the kids had just started playing lacrosse at this point. So this has been about 12, 14 years ago, maybe.
So probably.
Yeah. Well, I mean, James is 26, so yeah,
Probably 18 years ago.
right.
Anyway,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Okay. And Dad makes a lacrosse stick with flowers. For flowers. A lacrosse stick. Not a cross, a lacrosse rather than a cross.
But
So
we did get it made.
We ended up getting it made. I think it's still around over there. I think
Maybe.
it's still around. So anyway, yeah. So that was the lacrosse story that your Aunt Debbie was bringing up. Which
Yes.
that's a pretty good one. Let's see. Anything else over on your side?
Nope. That
Okay.
is it.
Shout out to Justin Bateman at the Outer Banks This Week podcast. Find him on the outerbanksthisweek.com. New shows once a week. They basically he drops his on Thursday morning. Ours drops Thursday evening. So plenty of listening opportunities there.
Yes.
So our buddy Justin at the Outer Banks This Week podcast. All right. Let's thank one of our great sponsors, and that is Harlow Photography. We want to thank them. Of course, Stephanie Harlow. It is graduation season. So attention all proud parents and graduating seniors. It's almost that time of year again. Now that spring break's done, graduation's here. I mean, it's
know,
less
crazy.
crazy. Caps and gowns soon to grace the halls of our area high schools and colleges, marking the culmination of years of hard work and dedication. What better way to capture these precious moments than with a professional photo session? Harlow Photography specializes in capturing the essence of these milestone achievements, whether it's individual senior portraits or family sessions to commemorate this special time. Stephanie Harlow's here to make your memories last a lifetime. Don't wait until the last minute. Schedule your photo session now to ensure availability, especially with extended family in town for graduation celebrations. Let's create lasting memories together. Contact Harlow Photography today to book your session at sharlowphotography.com. Like Stephanie Harlow Photos on Facebook and celebrate your graduate's accomplishment in style. Ready to dive into something new? Caribbean Pools and Spas, the official pool and spa service company of the Sam and M podcast, is now hiring service professionals for the 2024 season and beyond. Caribbean Pools and Spas is looking for dedicated individuals who enjoy being outdoors and want to create unforgettable experiences for our customers. With outstanding pay, instant incentives, flexible weekly schedules, hands-on training, and full support from the great Caribbean Pools and Spas management team that'll back you up. Routes are available right now from Corolla to South Nags Head and everywhere in between. Call today, 252-480-2900. That's 252-480-2900. Or drop an email to alex@caribbeanobx.com. That's alex@caribbeanobx.com. Whether you're an experienced pro or just starting out, Caribbean is the best pool and spa service company to work for on the Outer Banks. I should know. I work for them too and love it. Join our team and make a splash with the official pool and spa service company of the Sam and M podcast, Caribbean Pools and Spas. All right, welcome back, everybody, to the Sam and M podcast here on SamWalkerOBXNews.com. And, yep, pool season is almost here. We get back from Florida instantly to next day. Load up the truck and let's go. Ready to get on that stuff. So, yep. Man, so thanks to Caribbean for jumping on board here on the show. Last weekend was a up and back trip, or down and back trip for you to Savannah to get another state knocked out.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. We headed out Friday morning, made our stop at the old Cracker Barrel in Smithfield.
Y'all pick some high. I know, all the places, all those great places on, off the byways of 301 that you could find, and you do the Cracker Barrel.
It's just right there.
By the way,
we do it all the time.
Emily running 50 half marathons in 50 states, so you're going to knock out Georgia with this trip.
Yep, we did knock out Georgia, and that's state number 23.
23.
We do not count my Disney for the Florida. That does not count. So even though I have run many a half marathons in Florida, I haven't counted it yet.
So Smithfield for the Cracker Barrel brunch. I guess it was. Y'all left it around 7, so I guess
we got there. We got there right at 11. They know it was 10:30 because they were not serving lunch yet. It was only breakfast.
Oh, that's brunch. And no stop at Buc-ee's.
Oh, we did. We stopped at the Florence Buc-ee's and we about all jumped out of our. It was horrendous. I don't think I even told you that because
you haven't talked about this. So Buc-ee's in Florence which we will be back at a week from now.
It was a madhouse.
Really?
Like getting to the gas pump was fine. I got to a pump. They all went inside, and then I was going to pull around so that, someone else could use the pump. It took me like 10 minutes literally to pull around. And then walking inside, the line to the bathroom was almost to the drink. I mean, it went out and around. It moved very fast because I got ladies in there who are cleaning and tell you, hey, open. So it moved very fast. But that was anxiety, my friend. That place, I bet you I swear it felt like there were 10,000 people in that Buc-ee's.
As much as I love it, because, I've got the cup. Hopefully maybe one day they'll come on board and sponsor the podcast when they open the store up there on the other side of Williamsburg. I love it, but like you said, it is anxiety-inducing
And
I mean, our ADD just goes in a hyperdrive anyway because there's just so much, and there's so many things and all that. But then when you throw in this mass of people,
well, that and there's no person braver than the family with children walking through the Buc-ee's parking lot. Like they got nothing better to do. I mean, people were just some were darting out, some were not watching their children. I mean, I can't tell you how many hundreds of cars. It was crazy. Just the line to get back on the highway, like to get it was insane.
Friday at the end of spring break had a lot to do with
it was insane.
And that one, because no one seems to be able to figure out the fact there are 2 lanes out of there and that go around the traffic circle.
That's where we were. We parked on that, like all the way at the end.
Yeah, all the way at the end.
Yeah, we didn't have, once I got there, we didn't have any trouble getting out. Like,
oh, it was in the whole.
It was like where the gas tanks were. To then I parked on that side.
Well,
yes. We did almost. Some guy just was like almost rammed into us because he was just not going to stop for anybody. Mm-hmm. I was in the car, but. Anyway, it was insane. Like, I needed a Xanax, I think, to make it through it. I didn't, but it was bad.
All right. So we'll be there Wednesday afternoon, midday. No, hopefully early morning. Now, if we can roll out.
Now, and I will tell you, I didn't think I liked Bucky nuggets because the last time.
Beaver nuggets.
Yes. Whatever the time you got them.
Yeah.
I don't think I tasted them until they've been open a few days, so
they
were not crunchy.
You can't.
But Amy got some, and man, I ate the heck out of that crunch, and then down. It was very good. But the ones I had that you had, I just like, I don't like them, but they were chewy.
They were chewy because they've been open. You got to get them fresh. And so Bucky nuggets, think of them as they're corn pops. The corn pop cereal. It's the same concept. It's basically the same thing. A little more honey taste to them than the corn pops just come out of the cereal box. So, Bucky nuggets, no brisket.
No, I'm trying to find the name of the restaurant we went to in Savannah.
Okay.
While we were doing that. No, I'm not going to do the brisket.
You're not going to do the brisket. Now, I will say my go-to for there, of course, is the brisket sandwich. The second is I'm going to get at least 2 pounds of the teriyaki beef jerky out. But you be thankful. I don't do it when you travel with me. I am very cognizant of that. With the beef jerky, she has a very
the smell makes me want.
I know, and I love it because it comes out and it's like cool because it sits in that deli case. I got that massive deli case of beef jerky, or all types of jerky, and so I get the 2 pounds of the beef jerky, which will get eaten between there and the St. Augustine's Buc-ee's. I can't go wrong with their chicken fajita, the chicken fajita taco, or it's chicken fajitas, because it's just basically it's a couple slices of grilled chicken and peppers and onions, a little bit of cheese. That's a good go-to. That's a quick eat. And
I've never actually gotten a sandwich or anything there.
I've
never gotten anything hearty. I'm just like, I'll do the chips or the whatever.
Yeah.
Like their homemade chips are good.
Their homemade chips are good. Their brand of chips are good.
But they have those homemade ones.
They do the homemade ones. Yes, they do the homemade ones. And we always get, Now, the last time when we went for Food and Wine, we only got gas. I went in and got the cinnamon, or the almonds.
Almonds.
Yeah, cinnamon almonds.
Those are hit or miss, though.
Yeah, you got to be hot. They do.
And not have to be like sitting there for a while because those can get chewy too.
Yeah, they can get chewy as well.
Yeah.
I kind of like them chewy. I'm okay with them chewy because you can break a tooth with them. Something you got to be careful with the syrup and the dry. You can break a tooth.
So we did stop at Buc-ee's in Florence.
Yeah.
And then we got to Savannah. We went to
travel on 95 wasn't that bad. Down, right?
Not on the way down. On the way back, it was horrendous.
Okay. All right.
We went straight. Well, the travel down wasn't bad until we actually got into Savannah,
which is a nightmare because that whole interchange. Are they still working on that interchange?
No, but the people. I mean, you're on these streets, and the people were just kind of like whatever. But
walking in there. And
the people driving.
Oh, driving.
It was the driving. No, the driving. The driving. I'm sorry. I'm just. The driving was what was crazy. It was. It was a Friday afternoon.
Yeah.
Everyone in Savannah was, I guess, ready to go somewhere else also.
Right.
And you have streets you can't turn down. You got narrower areas, cobblestone. It wasn't people walking. It was literally the traffic, the people.
Right.
So we get parked. We went in. It was the Publix, Savannah Women's. Go pull the.
Oh yeah, pull the metal.
Pull the metal. Savannah Publix. It was their 10th anniversary, which.
Yeah, the Publix Savannah Women's half and 5K.
Half and 5K.
So
yeah.
They don't do a single medal. They don't do a separate medal.
No, I don't think they did. So I should have just done the 5K.
Cool. No, yeah.
So it's nice and it's thick and it's gold and it's all the bling. It's funny because when we did our very first Princess Challenge, it was the 10-year anniversary of that.
Right.
And the medal was Cinderella's carriage, and it was really cool. But anyway, this and my friend Sarah, who lives there, who's a runner there, she met us there, and then we went to our hotel, got all set up. The nice gentleman Cleveland was our valet guy. He was awesome. He was funny, had us laughing. And then we went down to, it was called Crystal Beer Parlor. It was a couple blocks away. We just walked. And I guess an interesting thing, I think this place has been here since even before Prohibition, because as Sarah was telling us, my friend who lives there and also does a tour guide, has been in the past. I don't think she is now. She said, yeah, this restaurant during Prohibition, within 6 hours of Prohibition being lifted, was fully stocked, meaning it was fully stocked during Prohibition.
It was all the time, yeah. No, they never stopped, yeah.
But probably the best Aperol Spritz I've ever had.
Oh.
It was really a good Aperol. I actually ordered 2.
Uh-huh.
The only thing that was weird is it came with an orange and a green olive. And when I ordered my second one, I was like, I don't need the green olive. But
Aperol Spritz with a green.
Yeah, it was a huge green. Green olive. I love black olives, but green olive freaked me out.
Greens, yeah.
But anyway, it didn't touch my alcohol.
Was it the green with the pimento?
Yeah.
So it's the. Yeah,
it was huge.
Just a regular bar. Yeah.
But anyway, but my Aperol Spritz, it was really, really good, and the food was good. So we get back to our hotel. Get up. The race started at 7:30. We literally, I'm liking when we can find where we stay, where we can walk to the, like we don't have to worry about parking and everything. Walked down there. Now it is the women's 5K and half. However, there were a sprinkle of men who ran
okay.
it.
Because I was wondering about that.
I didn't think, like when I did the She Power races.
Yeah.
They go across the country, and I did it in Indianapolis. They do not.
Women.
That is women only.
Okay.
And it ends where you get a rose, you get a pair of Belega socks, and you get a piece of cake. It's amazing. But anyway, this one, there were a few, but something I really want to point out about this one, it was a beautiful, beautiful route. Like, you can't go wrong in Savannah. You just can't.
No, you can't. No,
I mean, there wasn't a bad street. There wasn't a bad turn. It was beautiful. We ran past the Savannah Bananas. We went down past their stadium, and they had lots of loud music. The only thing that could have been better if some of those young men had been out there cheering us on. But anyway.
Not the umpire?
The umpire's pretty cool, too.
Umpire?
I do like the dancing umpire.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
come on now.
Yeah, he is. I do like him. But anyway, so we ran that. A couple things. I did PR, which means I met a personal record. I did, which I know for my people who run, this is slow, but for me it was good. It was a 3 hour, 6 minute, and that included 2 bathroom stops. So it's actually not that bad.
Nice.
The one bathroom stop was too long of a line, so we kept going. Right. So I think I should be at my goal under 3 by the end of the year. But anyway,
now, I've got the medal up on the screen right now for those of you watching on Facebook and YouTube and on SamWalkerOBXNews.com. I can't remember which church that is, that the medal, it's not on there, is it? It doesn't say. And they didn't have it on the Facebook post. Let me see if the Facebook post has it. Yes, the Cathedral Basilica of St. John the Baptist. That is the medal for the 5K. Oh, so they do it. Oh, it's a little different. Looking at the 5K one?
I felt like they had separate ones, but I didn't. I don't know.
It looks like it's the same. Oh, you know what? You know what it is?
It's the lanyard part.
Yeah, it's the lanyard. So, yeah.
So the other thing that was really cool that I don't even know how you get it started, but I think it's an amazing organization called Girls on the Run.
Uh-huh.
And the Girls on the Run did the 5K. And so those girls, there were mentors there running with them. And so at the beginning, this is a race. There's no corral.
Right.
They did have some pacers.
Okay.
But there's no corral. So everyone starts 5K, 10K. You all started together. And actually, the Girls on the Run may have even started after us, but they're young girls, so they may have caught up with us because there were several pockets of them around.
Gotcha.
And they were running with pink capes. And it said
Oh,
Girls
cool.
on the Run. It was cool.
Uh-huh.
Pink satiny capes. Not all of them. And some of them had tutus, and some of them were just running. And
See, now this is the cool thing about doing the show because I can go in and look for the photos. Go ahead.
and it was really, really cool seeing these young girls. And the mentors were probably high school girls, maybe a couple college girls, but you could tell they had all been working together doing runs after school or whatever. A girl I grew up with, Heather Duncan, I can't think what her married name is. She does Girls on the Run in Philadelphia. I think she's actually pretty high up in the organization there. So I guess I could reach out to her and figure out how we could get one here. I think it's a good program. It was cool. And then as we were running there at one point, it's breaks off and you go 5K here, half marathon here. And I was like, this is where you realize you've made all your bad life choices. And when we did that, we're probably at mile 6 or 7. And this little girl, I mean, she couldn't have been older than 7, was with her mom. And it was chilly, so the poor girl had on like a sweatshirt, a long sleeve shirt underneath it. Like you could tell she was miserable. But I said to her, you are inspirational. I wish I had started when I was your age. And she looked at me like I was crazy, and her mother looked at me like she was crazy. Like, what are we doing? But it was a really cool race. It was really, really cool. And I don't know about mile 10.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's my hamstrings, but it's like back of my legs, those muscles like cramped, so they like it still hurts today to walk. I mean, I'm in a lot of pain actually when I'm walking.
Do you have photos on your page?
I haven't put a whole lot up there. You can type my name in though under pictures, and it'll.
I did find the reason I saw the yoga photo from their website, their page. So all right.
But anyway, bad cramps. Like, and I was doing a 30-30.
If it was down,
it was
lower?
It was the back of my. It was like the back of my thighs. Like they were both of them at the same time.
Just cramped up.
It was horrible. I could barely walk.
Not calves, because you usually cramp up calves.
I'm telling you, and it hurts to this day. Like when I had to go pick your dad up at the hospital yesterday, I thought I was going to die getting to room 20. I was like, why can't he be at room 35? But anyway, I think that what it is I had figured out my every 3 miles. So at mile 3, 6, 9, and 12, I have been carrying the last year. I carry a bag of pretzels with me, and I did not have the pretzels, which has that salt on it. So I really think it was like my electrolytes were out.
Gotcha.
So I think that's what happened. But anyway, I'm still hurting, and it's Wednesday, and I'm still in a lot of pain. But I've been doing the rubs, and I've been doing some rolling and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, we did that. We go back. We shower. We go to Mellow Mushroom.
Oh,
I know.
Yeah,
I was like all the places,
all the gin joints, and you walk into this one. You go to Mellow. You're in downtown Savannah.
Well, no, it would have been. I wanted to go to Vinnie Van Gogh's.
Oh my! I was going to say, what about Vinnie Van Gogh's? But there's nowhere to sit. You gotta.
They've put some more tables out.
Okay, all right.
But
Vinnie Van Gogh's, which is right next to the candy store there. It's right in the heart of downtown. Awesome pizza place. Love that place.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
And you go to Mellow Mushroom.
But look, the problem was Mellow Mushroom was literally like 2 blocks from us. And it was at this point, we had been up since 7:30. We had not eaten breakfast.
Right.
By the time you get 6 people showered and ready to go, it was 2 o'clock.
Where'd y'all stay? You didn't tell me where y'all stayed.
The Trip? Try something.
Okay.
By Marriott, like one of the.
That's on the Marriott property.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But anyway, and lo and
what's
behold,
with that face, by the way?
Lo and behold,
what is that with that face?
I don't know what the heck I was doing. I have a crazy face.
It was cold.
It was chilly. I will say, like, Clemson had like 3 fraternities down there. Like, we were trying to figure out like our hotel. There were like a lot of young people, and we're like, is it prom? Are parents like really that cool here? They just let the boys and girls go get ready for prom and hang out at the hotel. You know, but finally on Sunday morning when we left, we were like, so was it prom or like a college friend's wedding? And the guy's like, no, we're a fraternity. And I was like, this hotel was quite quiet. It wasn't loud. I mean, I was very impressed. But he said there were like three or four.
We've had experiences with fraternities in our pool cleaning days.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, right. So anyway, that was going on. We came back. We just kind of crashed. Sunday morning, got up, went to this the Maple Biscuit Company or something had like amazing biscuits, and then went to Ellis Park.
Okay. Yeah.
Ellis Square, not Park. Ellis Square.
Right.
And did yoga, and I think there were probably about 60 people there. I mean, there were a lot of people there. It was pretty cool. And I've done yoga. I've been doing yoga over in Camden, and I'm by no means a pro, but I mean, I've done yoga enough. And when the lady started it, it was like down dog, up down. I mean, we were like up and down. I was like, oh my God, I'm not gonna be able to do this. And then we did this. It's something called the waterfall. And basically you kind of put your legs up and, you know, you just imagine like a waterfall. But anyway, she said, if
do that again, because I had the picture up.
Okay. Basically you're laying on your back, but your legs go up. It's called the waterfall.
Right.
But she said, the late instructor said, now if anyone wants to do a headstand, and I was like, haha, she's being funny. I, being Emily Jane, looked around, and there was this amazing woman doing the waterfall as a headstand on the grass.
Holy cow.
And afterwards, I went up to her. I said, I just want you to know I didn't know that was possible, and I'm so impressed with you. Like, you've made my day. The other thing is, the woman who won the race works at this yoga studio. So she was like the woman who was kind of walking around telling us what to do. The woman who won the race was the one who was kind of up front demonstrating. So that was really cool.
Right.
And then we walked back to the hotel, and an odd thing or strange thing happened. We're walking and it's a side street. I mean, it's not a side street, but it's a quieter street.
Right, yeah.
We're walking back to the hotel, and this white car comes by, and someone's hanging out the window, and they're like, hey, hey, hey. And I'm like, oh, my God. It was Jonathan's fiance,
girlfriend.
Oh, my God. Girlfriend, Emily, was there. Emily O'Neill was there for her bachelorette weekend. Right. She's getting married the weekend before Caroline.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry I said that.
It's okay.
It took me by surprise, and
it was that shocking.
It was that shocking, and so I'm very, very happy for Emily. I'm going to her shower. I'm going to her wedding. I'm very, very happy for Emily. So I want that to be very clear.
Yeah.
But as we're walking, it was kind of like me and Amy up front, and then the other girls were kind of behind us. So we're all just kind of, everyone's in their own conversations. And that happened, and we all kind of laughed, and we're walking. And Amy is one of my dearest friends, but Amy's also doesn't do well with emotion. So we're walking side by side, and we've got our yoga mats, and she says, are you okay? Like, she's looking forward.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no. She's like, you going to be okay? I was like, I don't know. And the tears just start coming down my face. And she's like, again, neither one of us is looking at each other. She's like, do you need a tissue? I'm like, no, I'll be okay. I got to get over this. I got to run. Yeah. But, again, and not to turn it into a Jonathan or a grief thing, but, he's just never going to get married.
Yeah.
So I'm so happy for her.
Oh, I know.
I'm happy. She was in high school. Things happen, and I'm so happy for her. And the young man she's marrying is a wonderful man. So nothing at all from her. And do I really think that Jonathan and Emily would be together today? No, he probably would have aggravated.
I don't think I ever was seen him getting married.
I think he would have aggravated her. So but it did. It took me. It took my breath away.
Right.
And so so that kind of knocked me down a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's just one of those things with grief. You're having a great weekend. You're doing yoga, watching people do headstands. And she was so excited. And then I got panicked, though, because the traffic was so bad. And they were ahead of us. Like, they would have left ahead of us. And we get to Dunn. and we're sitting,
Yeah,
and there's a bad.
I was surprised when you told me you got set from traffic for an hour and done. I said, what about that whole stretch of South Carolina where they're expanding 95? That wasn't as bad.
It was like 10-minute slowdowns. It wasn't
Yeah.
stopped. We were
Right.
stopped.
Yeah.
And then so then I was like, oh my gosh, they're ahead of us. What if it was that? You know,
Yeah.
I got all panicked, and I was
Right.
I was like, are you okay? And actually, they had gone to. I think they had to drop someone off in Charleston, and then they went to Raleigh because her sister lives in Raleigh. So her sister was with
So
her.
they went to Charleston.
Or would they have gone to Charleston to get to Raleigh? Would that have been the fast? No.
No. Charleston is on the
I
east.
know.
East. They were taking 17 to Charleston, and then taking 26, and then gone up to Columbia on US 1 to
Okay.
Raleigh. Would
So
probably
they
be
went
the
to
best way
Raleigh.
go.
So
or even there's several ways you could go.
so
that
anyway,
way. Yeah.
it took us quite a while to
Took
get
you an
home.
extra hour and a half to
Yeah,
work.
it was almost 2 hours.
So I'm
longer.
anticipating that's what I'm worried about. I'm already thinking. I know, and Jody had gone down at the same time. Was coming back. I think he came back. He came back on Friday and said 95 was a nightmare. You got when you were going down, you guys passed each other.
Mm-hmm.
They were coming back from Florida, and you were going down to Savannah. He said 95 was just a nightmare, and I was like, great, because I knew they're getting ready to expand that stretch. Finally, getting South Carolina to get 3 lanes instead of 2 lanes on each side. So, but great trip.
It was a great trip, and
Number
we always have
23.
fun.
Yeah.
Yep. So anyway, thanks for letting me talk.
Too
about
bad
it.
you didn't scout anywhere for us to stop on the way down. Well, I guess we could hit.
I know where we can hit
Okay.
the Cracker Barrel in Smithfield.
We're not doing the Cracker Barrel in Smithfield on the way down next week. Oh my gosh! If I hear that one more time, okay. Well, we are finally seeing vestiges of spring around here. Maybe the cold weather's gone. Maybe it isn't. But, your house is screaming to get spring started. Spring cleaning, that is. Dingy carpet and furniture just begging you to get them clean like the rest of the house. Well, Miles Carpet Cleaning, you'll get those carpets, the rugs, the upholstery, like Caroline did, and the carpets, and even vehicle interiors looking and smelling like new. Serving Currituck and the Outer Banks, the Miles Carpet Cleaning family has been cleaning things up on both sides of the water for the last 8 years. Their $99 special can't be beat. Get 3 rooms and a hallway cleaned to perfection, including an orange scent carpet deodorizer and Scotch Guard for just $99. For Miles Carpet Cleaning, call now, 252-207-6707. Find more great offers by following Miles Carpet Cleaning on Facebook. Robert Miles and his family will take care of you like you're one of the family. Forget the rest. Call the best. Miles Carpet Cleaning, 252-207-6707. That's 252-207-6707. And we click that, and we click that, and we're going to click this. Emily rolls her eyes every time she hears this song.
I was gonna say, let me tune out for a little bit.
Tune out completely. That is, by the way, Dave Loggins. Kenny Loggins, no, it's his brother, Dave Loggins Messina, wrote this song called Augusta. Now, there are words to it. I wasn't going to play the words version. I can get away with this version on the show. But there's actually originally words. CBS adapted it I think it came out in 81. CBS adapted it to the theme of the Masters. And it's a song about golf. So, was it not 81? I think 87, because it talks about Jack winning the 6th. Anyway, this week is Masters week, and I wanted to talk about it. We got through the NCAA tournament. State got there, and it was, I'll go back to that real quick. It was fun to see all of y'all's reactions. It's been fun to watch State fans finally have something nice for a change. And to get the reactions, seeing Hillsborough Street shut down, not because they're storming the street, but they literally shut it down, put a big screen out there in front of Mitch's Tavern, and had a street party to watch the game. They did have a little technical difficulty, like they missed the first 5 minutes of the game. But it was just great to see that. We had the women's Final Four. They had huge stuff going on there in downtown Raleigh. But seeing everybody excited about it, even non-state fans here getting that. So tournament's over. The 2 teams that deserve to win the tournaments won them. South Carolina on the women's side going undefeated. That team was just a juggernaut. And UConn, same thing. Wow, what a run. from those guys to go back to back. First time since Florida did it. Is UConn a blue blood? That was one of the arguments going on. Maybe not. They're not Carolina, so still got a little ways to catch up with the rest of them. So anyway, all right, but it's on. You go from the Final Four to the Masters now. So it is Masters week. And Emily's like, why do you want to talk about it? Well, I want to talk about it because a lot of the reason I do what I do is because of the Masters. Because growing up as a kid, the first memory I have of it is 1986. Of course, everybody talks about 1986 when Jack Nicklaus won his six, came from behind, Eamon does the whole thing on the back nine, and the lore that was. But it's, it's the one event on my list that is really the only event I probably, having done the ACC tournament, having been a part of the NCAA tournament, do I have a desire to go to the Final Four? Not really. Super Bowl? No. NFL games are boring in real life, in the stadium. It's a TV event. The Masters is the one. That's the one I want to go to, of all the things out there. It made me fall in love with golf, but also fall in love with TV and not just watching sports on TV, how it's done. Because for so long, you could only watch the back nine. The the Augusta National Golf Club had restrictions on CBS and how they covered it. It's the announcers. It's Pat Summerall and Vern Lundquist, who's going to be calling his last Masters this year. Got his book up there. I think I'm going to bring it back out and read it again. It's the fact that it's still carried on radio all 4 days. And there's where Emily really rolls her eyes, because she has had to listen to golf on the radio.
Look, there's no other way to get me to be quiet, but you talk about golf.
Yes, the golf on the radio. Because it's not almost about the golf itself. It's not what you're listening to. You're listening to someone do what radio does perfectly, which is theater of the mind. You are describing everything in detail with your voice, and you're talking in this voice because it's what you do on golf. But it's just the whole production of it. And, of course, why do I love azaleas? The Masters. That's why. Because that place is lined with azaleas, and they're full bloom. And they talk about how it's the first true sign of spring for most of the country that's been stuck in gray and brown and all that, and you see this place that is immaculately landscaped, and everything is perfectly in bloom, and they're able to time that with how they control. The horticulturalists there are magicians. But yeah, 1986 is the first memory I have of watching it, and it's become required viewing all 4 days. It used to be not. It used to be Friday or Saturday and Sunday at 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock on Sunday, 3 o'clock on Saturday. Reading about it. Dan Jenkins, one of the greatest, if not the greatest sports writer. Reading his stuff in Sports Illustrated, then going to Golf Digest. I've read all of his books and how he tells stories and how and as funny as his stuff was, he covered, 51 Masters. Was it 51 or 52 before he passed away? Jim Nantz, who calls it on CBS, he's trying to do 50. His goal is to retire after doing 50 Masters. His first was 1986 when Jack won it. He got to call one of the holes. Now he's, of course, the lead announcer. This was the first Final Four he did not do, by the way, in 3 decades. He was not the play-by-play for the Final Four. So I don't know who got his tie this time. He always gave the most valuable player the Final Four, his tie that he wore on the championship broadcast. Ian Eagle did a great job calling on CBS, by the way. But so, I mean, there's that. It made me want to be a sports writer. It wanted me to make me a sports broadcaster. And now having evolved into a news writer and news broadcaster, it's because of the Masters. It's because that song. I mean, I found today a 1 hour loop of that song. It's nothing but flyovers of the golf course. That will probably end up being on while I'm writing this week, so I'm not focused on with the golf being on when it's not on. So I have always noise in the background when I'm writing. But then it involved, watching it every year, and then turned into going to college, going to Campbell, we were able to play at Keith Hills Country Club for $4 on weekdays. You walked for $4. That's a great deal. But it was Campbell. And you couldn't truly enjoy a round of golf without some beverages. So we'd play Thursday, then go watch, because at that point they had started carrying stuff on. No, actually they hadn't, because we didn't have cable. So yeah, we would go down and watch on ESPN or USA, watch it in the coverage in the whatever you call that thing. What was that room? The common room, whatever it was, they had in the dorms. We had cable there. You didn't have cable in the dorm rooms. You had to have an antenna back then. We do that Thursday. Go play the Keith Hills on Friday and do that. And then Saturday and Sunday is when things kind of got a little weird. Because it was get up in the morning, hungover, go play either Pine Bur out in Lillington or Sandy Ridge on the other side of Dunn. And talk about goat tracks, dog tracks. It was like playing out. It was like it's like trying to play on that street out there. And yeah, there were a few put down. There were a few golf carts that ended up in bunkers one time. There was one that I think did we overturn one? No, but I know one got driven in a bunker once by T-ball of golf people. And then it was back to the dorm room to watch the TV coverage on CBS while we ate spaghetti out of a community electric wok.
You did.
We did.
None of this I did.
None of this you did. No. So fast forward to that's still true. We were watching the par 3 contest while eating dinner before recording the podcast tonight. It was on. It'll be on all day tomorrow. It's now cool because when we had DirecTV, they had all the different feeds going on. Well, now it's all online. And you thankfully miss me being here because I got gymnastics. So I'll have one computer dedicated and my phone with the Masters app on while we're doing gymnastics meet all week. And I'll have a computer and nothing will be on there but golf. So, but fast forward now to a couple of years ago, we made a trip down to Georgia for Jonathan when he was in boot camp. Remember this? At Fort Stewart. Was it Fort Stewart? No, it's in Columbus, Georgia. What is it? Not Fort Stewart.
What's the Fort Campbell?
No, not Fort Campbell. That's in Kentucky. Oh, gosh, what was it? Anyway, we go down to Georgia, and we drive through Augusta on I-20 going to Atlanta, and I'm like, oh, man, we could stop. We could ride down there. Okay, I'm not going to do that to you. So we go down, we go see Jonathan. Was that the one that was just the 3 of us? Well, 4 of us, James, Caroline. Was one of the trips. We made 2 trips down there. Well, the one when we picked him up on the way back, I don't think was for graduation, and we didn't do this. So on the way back, I'm like, we're stopping in Augusta. We're going to drive down there. Never have done it. I've driven through Augusta only like twice, maybe 3 times, and never thought to stop in Augusta. So we did get off of 20, get on Washington Road, it's like driving down Eringhouse Street in Elizabeth City. Fort Benning, thank you. It's like driving down Eringhouse Street in Elizabeth City. Because there's the CarQuest, there's the Advance Auto, there's a Chili's, there's a Olive Garden. And then all of a sudden you drive by the AutoZone and all of a sudden there's the gates to Augusta National. But you wouldn't know it. It's just these huge green mesh fences running along the side of Washington Road and then a little guard shack. And there's a shopping center that was turned into an evangelical church across the road that they now have bought and torn down and turned into parking. So, yeah. But we did end up when we ate at, you don't remember this, we ate at California Dreamin'.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I remember that. Which wasn't the same as the one in Charleston. No, it wasn't even close.
Not
so,
even.
Anyway. So, yes, this week is always a cool week. You come off the Final Four. It's been basketball. Now it's golf for a weekend. And then the sports calendar goes, well, it's thankfully, thank you, Hurricanes, for being in the running to possibly win the Stanley Cup this year. So we do have that to look forward to. So the sports calendar does kind of go downhill from here. So anyway.
Are we done?
She did not want me to do this segment at all. She did not want me to do this segment, but I had to.
But this is your moment.
All right.
Your moment to shine.
Thank you. All right, we want to say thanks to more of our sponsors, and that includes Oh my gosh, we've been on the. I didn't realize what I had on the screen the whole time, folks.
I wondered what that
I had the
was.
sound effects the whole time up there.
Yeah, I wondered. I was like, why is he doing that?
I didn't even notice.
You were in your.
I was in the
you were
zone.
in
I
your
hit. I
zone.
clicked the wrong thing.
And I was not. Hey. And I was not going to
You're
interrupt you.
tuning out.
No, I was not going to interrupt you.
You were tuning out. You're over there on your phone the whole time. All right, so apologies to those of you watching on the YouTubes and the Facebooks for having to look at the sound effects screen the whole time. Oh well, the joys of doing this live.
Ooh, and I yawned. Sorry.
All right, we're gonna get out of here. You're about to fall asleep. But we aren't going to get out of here at the moment because we do have to say thank you to CMIT Solutions. When it comes to managing your business, it's important to have the right technology. That's why CMIT works to help businesses. Short for Completely Managed Information Technology, CMIT offers everything a business needs. Their services include tech support, computer and server security, cloud backup, secure Wi-Fi, business phones, and more. With CMIT's help, your technology will stay up and running. For more information, go to cmitobx.com. And we also want to say thank you to CoinJock Catering Company. Looking to elevate your next event from ordinary to extraordinary? Look no further than CoinJock Catering Company. Whether it's a corporate luncheon, a wedding reception, family reunion, holiday party, or any special occasion, CoinJock Catering Company will come to you with their on-site or drop-off catering. And you can hold your special event at their waterfront venue in CoinJock. Plus, their CoinJock Catering food trucks out and about with their mobile kitchens. They pop up just about anywhere in the area. And starting April 19th, a week from Friday at Morris Farm Market in Barco. CoinJock Catering Company is hiring for the upcoming season. Hours are weekends with some weekdays available and the opportunity to work catering events with hourly pay plus tips depending on position. To book your CoinJock Catering Company for your next event or employment opportunities, give Lewis and David a call. We got a couple of numbers for you, 252-202-1709. And also the number that's up on the screen right now, that's David's phone number, 704-502-8076. And like their Facebook page to find out their daily menu, locations, and more info. All right, I'm going to click the right thing. That's the right one. And that's the right one. All right, we're almost ready. It is 1 week away from another journey down I-95 to I-4. And
I'm so tired.
What was that? You had some flicker going on.
I know, because I was trying to hold it in.
Hold in a yawn?
Try not to yawn. All the excitement.
I
did
know,
not
it's
know.
so exciting. All right. It is, we will be running a week from this weekend at the most magical place on earth. Someday maybe to the happiest place on earth. And someday to the one in Paris.
Yeah.
But it is a springtime surprise coming up. Of course, we are running for Kelsey's Hope. We've got a couple things I want to mention. There's still time to get shout-outs at mile markers. We are running the 5K Friday, the 10K Saturday, the 10-mile Sunday. We do have a number of people we want to say thanks to who have all made donations to Kelsey's Hope, either through with the $10 donations up to $100 donations. I mean, we've had all kinds of stuff. Thanks to Georgia Manovich, Deanna Kolkaus, Melissa Copeland, Natalie Smith, Vicki Johnson, Amy Ennis, Sylvia Motes, also to Lee Niemeyer, Teresa Young, and Caroline Fernandez, Casey Kotos, Annette Samborski, Shannon Natoli, Deanna Sproul, Carrie Dover, Jessica Bargaman, all have made donations, and of course, they will be getting the shout-outs at various mile markers.
Carrie Cahill, Caroline Walker, and Ian Turner.
Thank you very much. Need to add them to the spreadsheet, which I've still got to put together, one of the things I'm doing this weekend. And finally, we want to say thank you again to Donna Walton, who gave the big $250 and has me running in a tutu for the 10K, which I'm actually looking forward to. Get the bright yellow Kelsey's Hope shirt. We get the bright fuchsia pink tutu. And the lime green Asics that I got last week.
Yes, they are lime green. There's a man running. The man an older man in front of me at the Savannah race.
Uh-huh.
Those on.
He had the same ones?
Exact same ones. Yeah.
Okay. We had to buy a couple of pairs, I think. Because I had a hard time finding the right shoes. I wanted to go with a pink and gold. Nike had one. Had a hard time finding them in size 10. But found these Asics at Fit to Run, which is who will be at the expo at Springtime Surprise. And so shout out to them for getting those up from Florida very quickly. So, in fact, I think I had them in like 3 days. So already got them started breaking in. Did a little 2 miles with them the other day. They felt good. So we're good to go there. Not too worried about the shoes. Going to take the others just in case because the weather sucks. But you know what I found out? I'm already worried.
Why?
It's going to be in the 80s and 90s the whole time where they're looking ahead.
Good pool days.
Good pool days. Good days.
Good pool days.
Yeah. Good pool days. Yes, definitely. But that means probably 70 to 75 at race start. So we'll see as the forecast gets closer. We're doing the podcast next week on Monday, right? No.
Yeah, Monday or Tuesday. Yes.
Monday or Tuesday morning.
Yes.
Yeah. So you won't be yawning. Although you wake up tired.
I'm sorry, y'all.
But we do want to say also that if you want to donate also to Kelsey's Hope, there are a couple of fundraisers going on. First off, a raffle. You can win cash prizes. What's the deadline on that?
I
is it
think
end of the month?
drawing, the end of the month because the drawing's like May 1st, I think.
Okay,
so, yeah.
and the way that works is you buy a raffle ticket. Each ticket's $20, 6 for $100, or one chance to win $500. Oh, 6 chances. I'm sorry. Tickets are just flat $20.
Right. So, but there's there's going to be six $100 drawings, and then one $500 drawing.
And even if you win,
your name gets put.
You
back
go back in. You could end up. Wouldn't that be something? You win the whole smash to win $1,100. You could do it.
Yeah, I've been putting my name in for years. I have yet to win.
Yeah, anything. That's how our luck goes. So just let us know if you want to get tickets to that. Also, there's the Kelsey Soap coffee at javamama.com. And as I said, we still have time for you to get shout-outs. If you want to get a shout-out, we are going to wrap that. We're going to have to close that on Monday because getting everything ready to go and getting all of our ducks in a row. You know, I do work on deadlines very well. I love working on deadlines, so a lot of this is going to be deadlines. But thanks to everybody. We have raised over $2,200 or $2,100 for Kelsey Soap just for this race alone, the Springtime Surprise. And we're doing it again.
You are, for sure.
I am
have
doing
to
it
work
on.
out. I'm working with Jenny tomorrow,
so
I'm hoping I can work out my schedule.
Looking ahead to January 2025, the yesterday open registration for the 2025 Walt Disney World Marathon Weekend. Mm-hmm. And I am going to be running just the half marathon for Kelsey's Hope, mm-hmm. which the main reason is that's either that or Princess are the only opportunities, or the marathon, either the half marathon or full marathon on marathon weekend, or the Princess half marathon is the only 3 races that you get to run through Magic Kingdom. Mm-hmm. You're not letting me ever run Princess, so I'm I know that's not, so let's do it. So I'm going to do the half for Kelsey's Hope next January, and depending on your work schedule, you're going to.
Because right now I have to work, but hopefully I can get it switched around.
Yeah.
Jenny's usually pretty good.
Yeah. So that's the plan. So we will be doing this again as far as Kelsey's Hope, and with the half marathon, of course, that brings all kinds of opportunities for tutus, and because I see the themes. It's a Donald Duck. It's Donald and Daisy are the theme for the half marathon. So just keep that in mind. We're going to come up with some different fundraiser ideas. We'll start the fundraising here soon because that has to be done by December 1st, I think it is, or first week of December you have to be finished. So anyway, so looking forward to that as well. But again, thanks everybody that's on the list so far. And again, if you want to get a shout out, of course, this podcast dropping Thursday, Monday, April 15th, tax day, is the deadline if you want to get a $10 mile shout out from us on all our socials. And we're going to do a whole video put together with that
each day
as well. So, we're going to go on this trip and work the whole time because that is what we have to do to pay the bills. And we need to pay some bills right now. I want to say thank you to State Line Power Wash. And thank you very much. Yes, I did that. There we go. StateLinePowerWash.com. Pressure washing, soft washing, painting, concrete floor, ceiling. But they now do more than just that. StateLinePowerWash.com, locally owned and operated by Parker and Smith Hammer, who grew up here in Currituck with a local staff. So you know you're keeping it local with State Line Power Wash. Now, you've been watching that algae grow all winter, and so is your HOA. Get ahead of it now before things start getting crazy and the letters start showing up in the mailbox. State Line's unique soft washing technique will also clean up the pollinating of your roof, siding, and driveway, which is still going on. Don't forget about the gutters. State Line Power Wash gets out all that debris that's collected from all these storms before the next one fills them up and brings them down. You can also buy or sell a home or land with Smith Hammer at Kingdom Real Estate Services. List your home with Smith and receive a free house wash, roof wash, deck cleanup, all from State Line Power Wash. And check out the Moyock Real Estate Market Facebook group, which is the spot to be for local Moyock real estate. Ready to freshen up the outside or inside of your home? Then State Line Power Wash will get you covered with their painting and staining services that'll brighten the look of your primary home that's going on the market, or your vacation rental. Over 150 5-star reviews on Google. You know, whatever you have State Line Power Wash do for you, it's going to be top-notch. From Moyock to Manio, Edenton to Ducks, schedule now with State Line Power Wash. StateLinePowerWash.com and get a free gutter cleaning when you have your house and roof soft washed. And that's got to come out of there. But they will get you all hooked up. They got some great deals going on. We just talked about the March Madness deal. That's over. But there's other great deals too. StateLinePowerWash.com or call 252-421-3775 for your free estimate. You know, I'm debating. I'm still debating on whether we're going to do tickets or not. I can't make up my mind if we're going to go in the parks or not. Right now, we're not.
It's just too much money.
It is. It's a lot. We're going to talk all about that next week. All right, let's wrap it up with what's happening. Sam Walker, OVXnews.com. This Friday and Saturday, the Currituck FFA has their plant sale. Friday from 1:30 to 6, Saturday from 8 until 4. Now, you do need to bring either cash or check only. They've got mixed pots and hanging baskets, succulents starting at just $4 each. They got other stuff for $4 or 4 for $15. Cell packs are $4 each with flats at $20. Shrubs and perennials and your herbs and your vegetables, all that stuff. It is the Currituck FFA plant sale. That's at the greenhouse located behind Currituck Middle School. Easiest way to get there is turn at the stoplight at the library, follow the road back around behind the middle school and park in the field directly behind the greenhouse. Also on Saturday, it's the Currituck County Extension Master Gardener Volunteers 2024 Currituck Home, Flower, and Garden Show. That's from 9 to 3. It's an indoor and outdoor event at the Cooperative Extension Currituck Center at 120 Community Way in Barco. Host a variety of vendors. That doesn't make sense. Educational short courses, gardening demonstrations, and more. Plus, there'll be a secret garden filled with children's activities and a Master Gardener plant sale. I know. And that's going on. The Currituck Home, Flower, and Garden Show Saturday from 9 to 3. It's Taste of the Beach this weekend on the Outer Banks. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, restaurants up and down the Outer Banks all hosting events. Special tastings and more. Now, the popular Chowder Cookout is sold out, but there's lots of tickets available for other events too. Details at obxtasteofthebeach.com. Also, coming up soon, the Albemarle Area United Way. They have at Waterfront Park in Elizabeth City, Saturday, April 27th, the 6th annual Bocce Beer and Bites. They still have some team slots available. They are $200 each, or until sold out, or until April the 19th. So time running out on that. Saturday, the 27th, that's the Southern Shores Historic Flat Top Cottage Owner Network Flat Top House Tour from 1 to 5, Saturday, April 27th. Tickets are $10. Available at Southern Shores Historic Flattops.ticketleap.com. Just go to samwalkerobxnews.com and check it out there. Also, they will have tickets available on the day of the tour in person from 10 until 1:30 at the Southern Shores Crossing Shopping Center. There at the 158 Highway 12 intersection. Looking for somewhere to run on the last weekend of April? How about the annual Scallywag 5K, 10K half marathon on Ocracoke? That includes the Lieutenant Maynard's Challenge, where you either run the 5K or 10K on Saturday and then the half on Sunday. Now, there's only 3 slots left when I last checked, when we recorded the podcast on Wednesday for the half. A few slots left for the other races. I want to do that so bad, but I'm going to be cleaning pools and won't be able to do it. I wish it was like a week. If it had been this weekend, no, it wouldn't have worked. It needed to be like last weekend for me to be able to do it. But anyway, it's the Scallywag 5K, 10K half marathon, Saturday the 27th, Sunday the 28th on Ocracoke. Registration's now open for Pork Chop Productions Kids Theater Camps. They return to the Theater of Dare for a 3rd season. 6 separate camp sessions. The first begins on June 17th, and they go all summer long. It's such a great thing now. They've got the Theater of Dare, has their facility there at Milepost 4 in Kitty Hawk. So they're doing that. There's a lot of cool things there. Theater of Dare. Remember, it's the Old English spelling. TheaTre of Dare.org. All right. You got anything?
Nope, I'm good.
You sure?
Yes. I
Ready to
promise
go?
I'll be wide awake and ready to chit-chat away next
We're going to
time.
have a lot because we're going to be previewing next week. We were going to preview everything going on with Springtime Surprise because not only is there the race for us and the planning and all goes into it, we've got special shows we're going to do. We're going to do a podcast from there. We're going to have special guests on that. We're going to be doing the On the Roads the whole time because we're going to be doing the daily stuff with the shout-outs and etc. We're going to do some different things and going to the parks. I'm okay with it.
Save it for next week.
We'll save it all for next week. That's what we'll be talking about next week here on the show. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for putting up with me on the Golf Talk. Yeah. What?
We allowed you.
We allowed. Okay, I appreciate that. I had a segment today. I finally got a segment all my own. All right. Well, we do need to say thanks to our sponsors, StatelinePowerWash.com, Miles Carpet Cleaning, Harlow Photography, Caribbean Pools and Spas. Also thanks to CMIT Solutions, the Outer Banks, and CoinJock Catering Company. Like, follow, subscribe, hit the bell, share your favorite podcast app, YouTube, Facebook, 5 stars, all that good stuff. We'll see you next time on the Sam
and M
Podcast. Bye-bye.
Bye.